Grinders and grinders, what's going on? We got to talk about the situation that happened with the gentleman who unfortunately lost his life due to someone trying to play superhero. I went and seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 yesterday, and it was a great movie. Had everything you needed. Tearjerker, emotional, family element. And when I left out of there thinking, I thought, yo, this is a really good movie. But never once did I think that I should get a group of my friends together and we should possibly do the same thing and go around trying to save people and put ourselves in situations or harm's way that don't involve us. I came across this situation because I was on Twitter and a gentleman posted a picture of a gentleman in a Michael Jackson jacket, and he had a caption, and it said, "This is Jordan Neely. He was lynched today on the subway, etc., etc., etc." And then I saw a comment saying, "Yo, he wasn't lynched. He had a record." So I had no idea what was going on. So I left the question. I said, "Yo, what is this situation all about? I'm not really aware of it. Can somebody tell me what it is?" And I got replies. The gentleman in the video that got choked, he had 40-something arrests and was bothering people on the train, and a Marine that was on the train decided to intervene. The end result was Jordan Neely's death, right? Let's take a look at the video, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions afterwards.
Y'all. You hear me? You a hell of a trainer. My wife is leaving. It's in the storm. Military. Marine. You really got that stuff on. Once you certificate, you gotta let him go. Alright? If he's getting percent is old, it's old, but he'll be alright.
Let's watch that again. If you didn't hear at the end, I think the guy was saying that, I don't know, I'll get into it after the video. Let's watch that again, though. Wow. It's hard to watch.
You hear me? You a hell of a trainer. My wife is leaving. It's in the storm. Military. Marine. You really got that stuff on. Once you certificate, you gotta let him go. Alright? If he's getting percent is old, it's old, but he'll be alright.
Alright, so listen. As we all saw the video. There was the guy who was choking him out, and there was two other guys holding his arms. The gentleman who was choking him out, his name has been released. That's not my job here to smear people's name. I'm just going to mention, if you listen in the video, there's another gentleman talking, and he was saying pretty much, yo, I understand you're a Marine, but you got to, like, let go. This guy, he defecated on himself, like, it's over. You get what I'm saying? Like, they were trying to move him, wake him up. He's like, yo, you can see he defecated on himself. It's over. Like, you got to let him go. It's muffled, but that's what he was telling them, like, yo, you shouldn't have been holding him. So apparently this guy held Jordan Neely for 3 minutes long. That video is just a snippet of it. In between that time, other gentlemen were trying to hold his hand because I guess he was trying to squirm out, etc., etc. Now let's bring it back to what I said originally when people left comments on the stat when I inquired about what was going on and they brought up his arrest record. And I'm gonna say this right now, people of America, and I'm from America. I'm from Buffalo, New York, as you can see. Bills. I'm a proud American. I love my country. I love my city. I love my town. I love the people in it. I don't love everything, but hey, you take the good with the bad. That's just what it is. If I didn't love it completely, I would move out of the country. But in my 30-some years of living, never have I ever subscribed or agree that because a person was arrested, I don't care if it's one time, I don't care if it's 44 times, that constitutes for them being killed. One thing my mom told me when I was little, mind your business. Mind a business that pays you. If Jordan Neely was on the phone, on the train causing the disturbance and bothering people, call the authorities, Call a the transit authority. Get off the train. Wait for the next train. It's a million things you could have did and done, but no, you decided to intervene, and at the end of the day, you're going to lose your life as well because you're going to be locked up. Mental illness is real. People suffer and go through things. Sometimes they can't control what they do. Sometimes part of mental illness is just having bad behaviors. I know because I have a brother who gets SSI, who suffers from mental illness, and one of his things is aggressive behavior. You got people leaving comments and opinions on something that they know nothing about. And to say that getting arrested 44 times justifies someone killing somebody is disgusting, and you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem in this country. It don't matter if somebody was arrested 44 times. If they didn't murder somebody, if they didn't rape somebody, if they didn't wasn't a pedophilia or a pedophile, you don't deserve to get choked out on a train. You shouldn't. Keep your hands to yourself. There's other ways he could have tried to subdue this man. But the main thing is, why are you trying to subdue somebody when you don't have the right or authority to even be subduing somebody? I understand you're a Marine, you serve this country. Cool. That's great. That's fine and dandy. But if you're not directly getting violated or harmed, why are you touching this man? Mind the business that pays you. How can you sit here and justify somebody getting choked out for 3 minutes? Imagine that was your uncle or a relative or etc. You would want somebody to be upset too. But no, people are literally, oh, it's another gimmick from the left to spew more negativity and divide us. No, what's dividing us is the fact that you can't even look at a situation and not be biased about it. And let's be real. I didn't even bring no racial shit into it, but let's be real. If this was a white person this happened to, all hell will freeze over. But because it's a black person, it's you know, they're replaceable or they're disposable. That's what it seemed like. Why else would you say something like that? He's been arrested 44 times and he did this. And I saw the video of him pushing the white lady down. That still don't justify for being murdered and choked out. I don't know if the man got kids or not, but shit, they might have to see their dad. That video gonna live on forever. I just don't, it just infuriates me, man. I'm telling you. I don't understand people. Like, how can you look at this and bring up somebody's arrest record? What the fuck do they got to do with them getting killed? What the fuck do they got to do with them getting choked out and taking their last breath? And on top of that, you actually leave and go home. That's the part about America that fucks me up. If that was a black person, he would have been arrested right on the spot. Found out the answers later. Lock his ass up now. We'll figure out the answers later to the situation. This motherfucker skated right the fuck off. I'm thoroughly disgusted by this, and I'm disgusted by some of my fellow Americans who are advocating for this type of behavior. Ain't nobody perfect. I get it. He was on the train bothering people, but I just gave you scenarios on what you could do. Leave, catch the next train, call authorities, call the transit cops, go to the next car. It's a million things you can do. I'm upset. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be, but post your comments. I want to know what you guys think. If you got some logical common sense, you want to have a healthy discussion, leave a comment. If you come on here to dispute any rhetoric or hate, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get your issue. You can get your issue. I will find your ass. Drive to your state, and then we and you could really get it on. No, I'm just kidding. But post your comments. Peace.